Alright friends, I have a box in front of me, and if you've been on this channel for any duration of time, you know exactly what that means. This means we're going to be doing a good old-fashioned print review. Now, based on the weight of this, I don't think this is a canvas print. Pretty sure it's not a metal print, not at this size here. Because of the weight, it feels like a acrylic print. I shared with you during one of the last videos. We've been ordering quite a handful of more prints at your requests and so forth. And also just these sort of reviews, if this is your first time watching one of our videos here, the reason why we do these sort of reviews is many of you are heading over to Google and typing in best metal print, best acrylic print, best canvas print. And you go there, you find a bunch of websites that are basically spewing a bunch of lists together of claiming, hey, these are the best prints for the respective canvas, metal print or acrylic, and all they're doing is just putting affiliate links together. They've never touched the print. And the unfortunate side about it is you, unsuspecting, go ordering a print based on their recommendations, and it comes through and we hear the horror stories over and over again. People getting the prints and like, what the heck is this? So we do things a little bit different. This is our answer to that question. So we crack these things open. You're going to see everything from the packaging. I'm going to discuss the colors, the print quality, the frame, literally A to Z with this here. You may agree, you may not, but ultimately at the end of the day, if you go out there and you buy a print from Artbeat Studios, you're going to have a good idea as far as what your money's going to get you. That said, let's crack this sucker open here. Alrighty. Now, as I'm cracking this thing open here, you may say, if this is your first time on this channel watching a video like this, and why do you discuss the packaging? Well, the packaging is actually super important. Reason being is, I haven't used this knife in a while, I forgot how to close it. If you're drop shipping a print to a client, or better yet, just a print coming to your home and so forth, if a print is not properly wrapped up and UPS or FedEx is drop kicking it from wherever the print came from, that print, and we notice this is more the case with like canvas prints and so forth, if it's shimming around and so forth, you get these like white dots on the print if they didn't package it correctly. Or better yet, we've had prints come through with footprints on them, on the boxes and this and that. They look like they've been thrown from Tennessee to California. We've seen all sorts of just anomalies with packaging. So the better it is packaged, obviously, it better the chances that your print is going to be in one piece and the way you want it when you crack this thing open. Now, as we can see right here, this was a butterfly cardboard. Yeah, I mean, it's cardboard. But what I do like to see here, look at all this bubble wrap, and it's not just the tiny bubble wraps. This is the big bubble wraps. If my son was here, he'd be grabbing this and having a field day with this. Okay, so you can see what they've done here is they put the bubble print on the back here that's going to sandwich. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right. So box, print's just sitting inside there. This is hands down one of my favorite styles of packaging. The reason being is when they tape it up onto this. Now, that cardboard, nothing to write home about. This right here, I mean, this is a solid, that is a solid 1/4-inch cardboard, and that might as well be, I mean, I'm trying here. That's actually really tough. So the reason why I like this right here is this can take a side impact. And I mean, as you can see there, I'm really striking it pretty good there. So if somebody is drop kicking it, or it just takes an impact while it's in transit rather, your print's going to be good to go. So absolutely love this style of packaging. Now let's crack this sucker open. You know, I'm going to keep that open. All right, so that was taped onto there. Now, oh yeah, I remember this print. All right, so as you can see here, the print is additionally wrapped with this foam paper stuff here. right. Yeah, make sure I don't cut myself. That would not be good. Okay. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, voila. All right, this is not a photo I took. This is a stock image here. And the reason why I chose this image here is there's some very bright, vibrant colors and so forth. And dang, that is really, really sharp. Now, one of the first things, when I crack a print open like this, I'm looking at the colors. I'm looking at the solid areas because in a lot of cases, if a printer's not calibrated correctly or not cleaned properly, or just some wonkiness going on, you get some banding in the solid colors, and that's the first thing that I'm looking at here, folks. Boy, the unfortunate side about this video here is no matter how fantastic, let's go with the R5 here. Let's see if we can get that here. No matter how fantastic the camera is, you cannot appreciate the actual colors and sharpness of this print as seeing it in person here. These are, and another reason why I went with this print here is all these feathers, all the detail that is in there, and wow, they have really captured that and then some. And again, I'm just inspecting, looking for any sort of anything on there. Now let's look at the edges, and you know what? More so with the metal prints, but I've seen some acrylic prints where there are some rough edges, and believe it or not, one was actually, I forget who it was last year, it was like a sawtooth edge on the bottom of one of the acrylics that we had tested. Okay, so everything is very tight. Boy, you know what? And again, here's something that you're not going to be able to see here, but this is really, the edge is highly polished. I mean, I can almost see when I hold this straight through the entire acrylic here. That is pretty darn cool. Now let's flip this thing over here. The frame. Okay, we have, I like to see, well, let's take a look at this here first. Okay. These guys have a little mounting hardware kit in there. There's 2 screws, there's a little spirit level, and of course the bracket to mount it on the wall. Now, yep, that's an aluminum frame, which I like to see. And the frame looks, I remember this. So my initials is AMS. I remember a couple years ago I pointed this out and had a chuckle here. The brackets, the brand here is AMS, made in USA, incidentally. And so this is a well done bracket. Now let's just take a look, or frame rather. Let's take a look and see if this thing is centered properly. 2 inches, 2 inches. 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 and 2. Okay, that is perfectly plumbed in the center. And again, you may be asking, well, Alex, why is I hit the light. I'm not going to even try to play that one off. It stuck to my hands. I was going for the trash can, hit the light, not even close. It's down there. But back to what I was saying, you may be saying, well, Alex, the frame, it's behind it. Why are you being so critical on that? Well, because again, as I stated in the beginning of this video here, there's no stone left unturned. So I'm going to point out everything that I can see here. So again, it's fair for you. So if you go out there and spend your hard-earned money, or again, you're drop shipping this to a client, now this becomes a representation of who you are as a professional. So anyway, yeah, we leave no stone left unturned. So the frame is really well done. The corners on the frame look pretty darn good. Very good. Now let me share with you some of the details here about this. This time I actually printed it out so I wouldn't screw it up. Now this is a 12 by 18. Now this is on metallic paper. Standard comes with white paper. You also get the black aluminum mount, which we covered that. Now the cost of this was $189. I did find on their website they have a first 20, which is a 20% coupon. If you go to Artbeat, now they have 4 different, I almost put 3 up there. They have 4 different types of acrylic. You have acrylic light, HD acrylic, I'm sorry, well, let me take that back. HD acrylic light, HD acrylic slims, and HD acrylic 360. And so you have a handful of different options to go with. But this is an absolute I mean, the print looks absolutely fantastic. You know, I'm still tripping on, I've not seen that with an acrylic before, where it is so polished. The edge is so polished, so nice that you can actually see through it like a window. Now let's take a look at the scorecard for this acrylic print. All right, friends, and that is it for this acrylic print review from Artbeat Studios. Now, kind of shifting gears here a little bit here. We are, over the last handful of months, I've been sharing with you as we've been testing more various prints. This year, this is going to be the first year that we're going to be doing a acrylic print shootout. Now, you may recall, well, if you've been to this channel for a while, we've been doing the canvas print reviews or shootouts now for 4 or 5 years? Anyways, one of the two. And then we started doing the metal print shootouts about 3 years ago, and you folks have been asking us to add acrylic print shootout, and so this is going to be the first year that we're going to be doing a acrylic print shootout. And actually, all of our shootouts are going to be kicking off in Q3, Q4 this year, so or towards the end of Q3 rather. And so, but anyway, you'll want to stay tuned for that. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. So therefore, as we start launching those, well, YouTube can do this whole notification thing and give you a heads up. Although I think you have to hit the bell in order for that to happen. But anyways, friends, that is it. If you feel I earned that like, sure would appreciate it. It really helps with the whole YouTube algorithm. But that is all I have here for you today. So you get out there, stay healthy, and take your best shot.